the ticking of sand. Fireflies flicker, ominous light. Follow the buzzards into the night. Whispers of madness go through your head. The darkness consumes you, filling with dread. Wyndham's presence, a chilling embrace. Run from his grasp, there's no escape. Follow the buzzards, to the abyss they lead. Run, run, from the darkness you must flee. The fireflies guide you, beware of the unknown. In Wyndham's grip, your sanity's blown.
Tiffany Stratton, she's a queen, living life like a movie scene, with her spoken smile and a diamond gleam. Gotta make way, it's the Tiffy time team. Rocking the stage with a fierce attitude. She's got the moves, never in the mood to lose. Every step she takes, everybody starstruck. Tiffy's in the house, better brace for the floods. From the city lights to the shining stars, Tiffany Stratton's taking the world by storm. Put on your shades, 'cause she's burning bright. Tiffy time is here, she's gonna she's gonna
And welcome to the Raw
No, he still get his ass whooped. He just positively. I'm gonna do this. What's real life situation? You get your ass handed to you, and you just, I got to go now. Nah, fuck that. Get out of here.
Is another one of those that you're pretty sure is tucking something away by the end of the day. I mean, the woman, she makes Mark Henry look little.
Want good news, and if you want good reviews, you come here to It's All a Work. Yeah. Snap into a podcast. Hello, and welcome everybody to It's All a Work. So, as you can tell, we have a little bit of a situation here. Our man Hanji Manji today is driving on his way home from his shoot job. And I'm your boy Big T616. I'm sitting here and I told my boss to shove it up his ass, and I am here at my house. So, yeah, we are on the heels of the Go Home show from Smackdown. Look, let's just be real. It wasn't a great Smackdown.
Yeah.
It wasn't that great.
It was not. No.
So,
the best part was the stare down, but was the shit between Damian and Jacob. That's about it.
Yeah. Which I totally called that.
Yeah.
It was so funny because when Damian Priest came out, I said to myself, man, I wonder when they're going to put him against Jacob. And literally 10 minutes later, Jacob's rolling out. I'm like, all right, cool. I guess we're just doing it now then. But I got my own opinions about that. We got some people declaring for the Royal Rumble tonight. So we got a few new names that were not here before. We got Jacob Fatu is now in the Rumble. Damian Priest is now in the Rumble. LA Knight is now in the Rumble. Zelina Vega and Candice LeRae have now declared themselves for the Rumble. So what that means is that we have 17 known entrants for the men's, and we have 14 known entrants for the women's. If you are curious as to what our thoughts are as far as it pertains to who we think is going to win and how we think it's going to work out, and even down to the particulars of who we think is going to be fully in it, I will post the latest ChatGPT wrestling predictions that also incorporate our predictions. I'll go ahead and post that in the chat. Get shareable link. Boom. Here we go. And put it in the chat. Bop. All right, cool. So give that a check out if you would like. Before we get started, it's us. It's all the work. We'd like to get to 100 subscribers before tomorrow. We are at 82. So anything that y'all can do to help us get 18 more subscribers would be fantastic. We would appreciate it. Like the video, share the channel with your friends. Now, without further ado,
we get 18 more subscribers.
Do what?
Look. We get 18 more subscribers. I'll shave my chest live on stream. Boom. There it is.
Look, I will make 18 fake emails for you to not do that.
Relax.
I will make, man, ain't nobody shave your damn chest. Alright.
Look, we get 18 more subscribers. We'll sell our merch discounted prices, all right? How about that?
They don't even know we got merch yet.
Oh, no, we got merch. Don't worry about it. It's here. Don't worry about it, baby. We got it. We gonna get it, and it's gonna be great.
That's true. There will be a point during the podcast that our video will look weird. Bear with us. It's because Hanji Manji will be transferring from his cell phone to his laptop. So in the interim time, we'll just look really weird on the screen. But that don't mean no thing. All right, let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, so we're going to open up the show tonight with Kevin Owens coming out. So basically let's back up a little bit. We're going to start off with Michael Cole introducing Pat McAfee to come out. All right, so Pat McAfee's going to come out and he's going to hype up the Rumble, being in Indianapolis. It looks like the Rumble's in Indianapolis because of Pat, which I didn't know. That's pretty cool. Pat and Michael send things to Joe Tess. Shows the titles hanging low in the ring. Joe then says that because of KO questioning his integrity last week, he is going to give him a voice. He's going to let him talk. He's going to give him the interview that he wanted this whole time. Brings KO out to the ring. Now I will say, KO's arms, wild. KO's obviously been training for this. He's obviously been trying to look like better. His arms were like actually buff, not fat. Like that dude has actually been lifting weights. You can tell.
Yep.
His stomach is, I think, a normal part of who he is now. But I think he's trying to get his arms big and just let his stomach be his stomach. You know what I mean?
Nah, that's fair. I mean, good for him for doing that. Like, get at least something that's definitely thick about him. I hate to say it like that, but it's a better. Yeah, he looks better than he was.
Right. So Kevin's gonna get in the ring, and Joe asks him, "Hey, in your opinion, what are we missing here with this whole Cody Rhodes situation? What are we missing here between you and him, and why are you right, basically?" And Kevin looks almost upset by the question. He starts out by saying he's not surprised that he's being looked over because he was looked over by CM Punk, Cody, and Seth last week. We had to listen to them go on about how matches were going to be made in the future for WrestleMania, and no one ever mentioned him. And Joe says, "Look, man, I'm not going to apologize for interviewing Cody, but I am going to apologize if you feel the coverage hasn't been correct." And Kevin asks Joe, he says, "You think you're a tough guy?" And Joe says, "No, I think I'm a 53-year-old broadcaster." And KO,
The best thing he could have said.
but KO says, "Look, man, you can take your apology and you can shove it straight up your ass. I do not accept your apology." He takes the wing belt down and he says he's going to take the wing belt down now, and he's going to win the other belt tomorrow. And as he starts to leave, CM Punk's music hits. Now, what's really interesting here is that Kevin takes the title.
Yeah, I saw it. What the?
Like, and no one batted an eye. No one wanted to say anything about that. KO just takes the damn title.
No.
Why?
He just walks out.
So,
What the hell? What are you doing?
right, like, you would think Nick would be pissed about it or something, but nope. He just comes out, grabs the title, done. Now we have one belt hanging above the ring tomorrow. All right, cool. And if the wing belt is hanging above the ring tomorrow with the regular other belt, I'm gonna be pissed because I'm gonna be like, yeah, that's terrible. That's terrible storytelling. But either way,
Yeah, it is.
Either way, first thing Kevin says to CM Punk, he says, "Can I help you?" Punk says, "Look, I just want to apologize. I'm sorry for interrupting you. I heard my name invoked, and I felt like that gave me the chance to come out here." And then he apologizes for looking over Kevin as if it's a given that Cody's going to win, because it's not. CM Punk says that it is possible for them both to main event WrestleMania. It could be KO versus CM Punk, because Punk would be coming for him, definitely, and that would mean that his title wouldn't last that long, so I'm sorry for that too. KO then says that he likes 29 other men in the Royal Rumble over CM Punk, and he says that he would love the idea of beating CM Punk's ass at the main event for WrestleMania. He then says that he likes the idea of Punk knowing that Kevin is a multi-time WrestleMania main eventer, and that Punk goes to his grave a huge failure. So now that he thinks about it, he hopes that Punk doesn't win the Royal Rumble. It was kind of a confusing promo, but it is what it is. As KO starts to leave, do what?
I said it was so damn confusing.
As KO starts to leave, CM Punk says that while he's never been in the main event of WrestleMania, he's also never lost 5 title matches at WrestleMania. He's also never lost to Logan Paul. He says that he has also never stabbed all of his friends in the back multiple times just to get what he wants. He says that... Oh, nice. That was a seamless transition, G. He says that the planets have to align for him and KO to make the main event at WrestleMania, and a lot of things have to happen, but only one thing has to happen for CM Punk to kick his ass, and that's for him to just get back in the ring right now. So KO is going to drop his title off the apron. Looks like he's going to get back in the ring, but of course he's teasing it, and he jumps down to the floor, walks out of the arena. Now, give me a percentage, G, of what you think. What do you think the percent is that KO wins, CM Punk wins, and that we get them at WrestleMania?
35 to 25% chance.
Okay, all right.
That ain't gonna lie.
You feeling really positive today?
Yeah, I mean, because it's a strong possibility. Again, I've been said I think Kevin could take the title away from Cody, and just have him, run rampant and go around and say, "I told you so. I told you so." Now look, I have both belts. Call me 2-belt Kevin. I can see that happening.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it is a possibility, man. I guess anything is possible in the good old WWE.
I'm just saying, you and just kind of hit a nerve when y'all said he can't be the one to hold the belts. I'm like, he was the one. He was the face of a company at one point in time. Face of the company, more so the heel of the company, but
I mean,
he held that belt.
Hey, you're right about that, but I don't know. I just and I think that he could hold the belt, and I think that he's a good face frontman. But it's like you have to look at the time that he held the belt. He held the belt in a difficult time when people like Drew McIntyre were holding the belt, and they've never been able to get the belt back. Those guys are main event contenders that have been purposely forced down, while other obvious big main event contenders get to keep going. They're just people who are going to keep getting in the main event to fight, and they're almost never going to win. It sucks, but
yeah. But at the same time, I see them actually winning it too. I can see Kevin taking that belt. I can see Drew McIntyre taking that belt because they've both already done it before, and they did it that makes them more better. They did it at legitimately the hardest time of that company. I
mean, and those are solid points. Right now, I don't see it in the cards. Now, if this was KO and Gunther, hell yeah. KO and Cody Rhodes, I don't know.
Hey, all we can do is wait and see, man. Again, Cody's been the golden boy since WrestleMania. I think we can do without another golden boy for a little bit.
Hey, you might be right. You might have a point there. You might be on to something. But let's go ahead and get on to The Miz in the back with Nick Aldis. He's upset because no one wants to be friends with him, basically. He specifically goes on about Andrade and says that if he was here, he would punch Andrade in the face for being so stupid, and Andrade is behind him, and says what Miz is saying sounds like a challenge. He lays down the challenge to Miz. We get Miz accepts, and Nick makes it official for tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Now, after that, Jimmy's going to start coming out to the ring, and he does a promo walking from the back entrance, or back to the entrance. And you're going to see Shinsuke Nakamura watching Jimmy from the back, from way in the back. You can see him just holding his title and kind of watching Jimmy. I was like, that's really interesting. By the way, you get Jimmy Uso versus Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo comes out to the ring talking about Jimmy being looking more like the 2s and not the 1. He says he's not gonna miss tonight because he's not Tyrese Halliburton, which I was like, yo, that's wrong. And he says he's gonna drop 50 on Jimmy, which I don't know what that means. I don't know young man speak, but what was dropping 50 on somebody mean?
Drop 50 mean that's a basketball term. Like he's gonna basically beat his ass.
Heard.
So drop 50 is like I put 50 points on you. Like I legit score 50 points on you.
Gotcha.
And my understanding, he was gonna beat the hell out of Jimmy.
So that makes sense considering he was talking about Tyrese Halliburton. So makes sense.
Yeah.
So because Carmelo's talking all this ish, Jimmy's gonna try for a quick attack as Carmelo gets in the ring, but Carmelo takes over and aggressively goes after Jimmy. This was a different Carmelo tonight. It was a different man. He was coming in aggressive. He was coming in quick, which he normally does. But he was coming in quicker than normal. So basically, they kept on countering each other during the entire match. Carmelo ends up taking over pretty firmly until he decides to go get in Halliburton's face. And that's when Jimmy's going to take back over with a dive to the outside. Honestly, in the match, they were so even. They were so evenly matched. And I even tweeted that we need to see more of them because they have such a good chemistry in the ring together. But at one point, Jimmy and Carmelo get up on the top rope, and Jimmy does some kind of like one-handed toss, but he catches him in midair while falling from the top rope to hit a suplex, just midair. They get back to a standing position. Carmelo smacks Jimmy with the first 48. Jimmy goes to do the Uso splash a little bit later on, and Carmelo counters it with a small package. Right there, I think the match should have been over. I think Carmelo should have won with the small package off of Jimmy's Uso splash. I think that would have been great. But it didn't end there. Carmelo goes for a top rope splash, nails it for a near fall. He then tries to go for a second one, but Jimmy catches him and attempts to do a second rope Samoan drop, but Carmelo reverses it to a roll up, to which Jimmy reverses that to his own roll up, grabbing the tights to get the win. We talked about this in the chat. I don't know how I felt about Jimmy cheating to win. I felt like Carmelo should have won this match, but it's not the way that it was booked. How do you feel about the way what they're doing with Carmelo, and do you think that he needed this win tonight?
I feel like he kind of did need this win, but at the same time, it was like he's been losing ever since. So I mean, it's not like it'd be the end of the world if he didn't win, but it's more of a I would have liked to see him win, but to get Jimmy over, I guess it's necessary. Maybe because also Jimmy has been, I guess he's been winning, kind of.
Well, Jimmy's definitely on an upswing.
I don't know.
That's definitely true.
Yeah, he's on an upswing, so to keep his momentum, it's good for Jimmy to win. Carmelo does need a victory somewhere in the near future.
I agree.
Because otherwise, he's gonna start looking like Apollo Crews. And hey, the rumors about trips is about to be real.
Man.
Hey, I don't speak Taco Bell. I'm just saying.
I heard a rumor that he calls everybody Booker T in the back.
Yeesh. Damn, I hope not.
But
damn.
But either way, we'll go ahead and jump in. I do agree Carmelo needs a win. Hopefully he gets it in the next coming weeks. Hey, hopefully he wins the fucking Royal Rumble. That'd be dope. There wouldn't be any point to it, but it'd be dope.
He ain't win it. If he wins it, that how, like, that would just shoot him all the way up. Like, it died. I don't know.
I mean, there would be no reason for it. I mean, it would be dope.
No.
I was expecting to see Cody Rhodes tonight, if I'm being completely honest. Like, because Carmelo attacked Cody after Raw went off the air. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, he did do that. Yeah, he did do that.
Yeah, so I was like, where the hell is Cody? But nah, he just, I guess either he's hurt or something.
Well,
I don't know.
No, Cody got his get back afterward though.
Did he?
Yeah, he got his get back like right after Carmelo attacked him because Carmelo started to celebrate and Cody kind of got on his ass.
Okay. While they're up, we got Byron in the back with Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, and he asks if she's concerned about losing her title tonight. Chelsea says that she's going to destroy Michin, and then she's going to go to the Rumble and win, and then she's going to go to Mania and win that as well. Chelsea Green. And that's going to take us to our women's title match. Chelsea Green versus Mi Chin. So Mi Chin's going to start out with doing a bunch of quick pins to Chelsea to get her off her game early. Mi Chin's going to mess up on a kick to Green while Green's on the outside before botching the whole dive. So she starts that.
That's funny.
I would say so. She starts that off well. Gets her back in and tries to go for the eat the feet, but doesn't get it. And Mi Chin retains control of Chelsea, even though Chelsea reversed the eat the feet. And this control is going to be maintained until Chelsea sends her to the outside, and Piper Niven will be kind of a paramount person in helping give Chelsea temporary control. Mi Chin hits that long back attack for the near fall and attempts to eat the feet again, which Chelsea will reverse again. She's been doing her homework. They then trade off pin attempts until Mi Chin hits the eat the feet finally, to which Piper pulls Chelsea out of the ring. B-Fab takes out Piper and rolls Chelsea back into the ring, but Chelsea's going to run out of the ring multiple times, go back into the ring, run out of the ring, go back into the ring, run out of the ring, trying to get away from Mi Chin until she goes to the timekeeper's area, grabs the kendo stick that Mi Chin brought down to the ring, and she's going to beat Mi Chin with it for a disqualification. So Mi Chin actually will win this match, but the title does not change hands on a disqualification. And I thought this was a good way for Chelsea to retain her title as a heel, to be honest.
Yeah, it made sense. It legit made sense. She still looks strong, and you know.
Yeah, Mi Chin obviously got the last laugh with B-Fab. But sorry, I'm doing a addendum to some notes here that I took. But again, this was a good way for her to push the feud, winning by disqualification. That means that they're going to have at least one more match, and maybe Mi Chin wins out of this. Who knows?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe Mi Chin ends up winning the title because of this disqualification and all these shenanigans. I mean, you really never know what's going to happen. But the feud is now far from over because Chelsea Green cheated again in one way or the other to maintain her title. So it's probably going to end up being like a hardcore match or something, I would assume, right?
Something like that.
So
Something
when do you
like
think
that.
Chelsea loses her title, and do you think she loses it to Mi Chin?
I don't see her losing it to Mi Chin, unfortunately. I just when she loses it, definitely before Mania, sometime before Mania. Hell, maybe Elimination Chamber.
Okay.
But who does she go against? Because I feel like she can't go against Mia Chin again. Like that should be the end of it.
I personally don't think I see Mi Chin. I don't think I see Mi Chin on a WrestleMania platform. I hate to say that. I think it's going to be Zelina Vega. Now,
That is
obviously the Zelina Vega got in Tiffany's face tonight, but I still think that Zelina Vega is going to go down to Chelsea and try to win that title from her.
maybe. Definitely a maybe. I don't know.
I mean, who else do we got?
Some of the NXT that are coming up.
I mean, true. Big facts there.
That's my thoughts right there. Because honestly, outside of Mia Chin, I think Zelina Vega would be good. Hell, even Dakota Kai, she'd be good if she wasn't injured.
Yeah. Well,
Fucking
you know what's
broke her
interesting
face.
about Zelina Vega? Just a little side thing here. I forgot that she was with Malachi Black. So there's a lot of speculation saying Malachi Black's going to go to SmackDown, and that's why they moved Zelina, because they're going to put Malachi Black at SmackDown. Which, by the way, can I just say real quick? that Malachi Black, Damian Priest, and Shinsuke Nakamura all being on the same show is going to be insane.
I see what you're saying.
Like Shinsuke Nakamura, LA Knight, Malachi Black, Damian Priest, Jacob Fatu. Like, we're talking about people mixing it up. We're going to, like, it, dude, So Smackdown is no longer the number one brand, but they've got a lot of hard hitters, dude. They got a lot of hard hitters. And the thing is Raw has all the powerhouses, right? Raw has your Seth Rollins, your John Cena's, your CM Punks, your Drew McIntyres, like, got all of those kind of people. But man, I'm telling you what, SmackDown's gonna be right there with them. They got a good split. Either way, we'll go ahead and move on to our next segment here. We got Byron Saxton in the back. Ask Naomi and Bianca what happens if it comes down to both of them in the Royal Rumble. The girls say that they don't know why everybody's going crazy about this and that they're going to be fine because they support each other. And if Naomi doesn't win, then Bianca will win. And if Bianca doesn't win, then Naomi will win. Then they ask about Liv and Raquel wanting their tag belts, and the girls say, well, let's just hope that Liv and Raquel are ready to rumble because we're going out to fight. So, all right.
Oh, shit.
So, all right, cool.
Going to fight.
We're going to get another vignette about Charlotte Flair returning. I got to be honest, Charlotte Flair's time is kind of up in my brain, like 10 years. She's been there for 10 years. It's time for more people. I know that a lot of people don't like to hear that kind of stuff, like, oh, this wrestler's time is up. Look, there's so many other female wrestlers now. Like, there's like you're talking about a time like Nikki Bella's talking about making a comeback. Like, even Alexa Bliss, who I love, like, she's acting like a diva and having contract issues. Look, man, all these hungry young women who are here, who want to kick some ass and who are doing like crazy moves, like, those women need to be the ones that are put in the spotlight. All right, Roxanne Perez is about to come up from NXT, and she's about to run roughshod on people. Bayley's time is coming to an end, man. We have so many other women, like, who are trying to come in here and just do some shit and run roughshod on WWE, and they should be allowed to do that. I mean, like, throw the stars in there every now and again, but I'm telling you, like, Charlotte Flair coming back for WrestleMania season, Nikki Bella coming back for WrestleMania season, Alexa Bliss trying to come back for WrestleMania season, that to me screams selfishness and them wanting money and them wanting a big payoff, not loving the business anymore. I don't like that. Same with Becky Lynch.
And I'm accounting you with this, because normally I'd be with you with that. At the same time, did they not put in the work? Were they not the trailblazers for Roxanne and all these other women from NXT, all the young, hungry women to come up? Cool. You take care of the people that got you here, too. You have to do that. Otherwise, what's the point? Because they're going to do this. The younger ones, they're going to feel the same way. They're going to get in their head. They're going to be like, oh, well, where the fuck is my paycheck? I want a big payoff. I want WrestleMania. They haven't done what they did.
Yeah.
They did not do what they did.
And I see that. But what I'm saying is like, I don't know. Maybe maybe there's a little hypocrisy in there a little bit, because, like, you had Bianca Belair in one WrestleMania main event, then you had Rhea Ripley in another WrestleMania main event, but that was still with Becky and Charlotte, right? So it's kind of like, I don't know. For me, it's just tough to see them come back for WrestleMania season and me know exactly what it's about. The fact that Charlotte's going to come in and win the Royal Rumble, but you're right. They paved the way. They walked and crawled so the other girls could run. You are right about that, and I can't fight you on that one.
And as much as I don't like Nikki Bella coming back, cool. If she wants to come back, cool. If AJ Lee wants to come back, cool. I just, at some point, yes, it will be a time for them to, all right, we're going to put you on some side segments. You're going to be kind of like Natty's role at this point in time. Because literally, she's just there just to get people over.
Yeah.
But right now, your big name stars are who you need to take care of. It's good to showcase the young ones, get them out there, get their spotlight. Still take care of your people, though.
you're right. I can't combat that. You gotta take care of your people, and you gotta as WWE, you gotta get the payoff too. And I mean, and if look, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'll be honest.
Mm-hmm.
If it were me, and I was like some big ass wrestler who had put in the work, and then I was like, and they were like, hey, yo, T, you want to come back for the Rumble, and then you want to like have a good spot at WrestleMania, we'll pay you whatever it would be, $500,000 for one appearance. Yeah, I'd do it. Of course, I would do it. Get the fan pop, whatever. Get my sales up. Get some return money on my sales. I get it.
Yeah.
So, but all right.
I mean, yeah.
Let's see. Vignette about Charlotte Flair. Yep. We already talked about that. We got Damian Priest promo. Now this is going to set up our main event, and I did not see this one coming.
No, not by a long shot.
So, well, to be fair, I knew that they were going to put Damian and Jacob together, but I didn't know it was going to happen tonight. Yeah. And it was crazy.
Like
that it
right now?
So
no.
But, so Damian comes out. He says that when he came to Raw, he wanted to make an impact and he cared about making a name for himself. He says that now that he's on SmackDown, it's about winning titles, and that that starts tomorrow night with the Royal Rumble. And then that's when you get Jacob Fatu coming down. Now, Jacob says, it's a lot of time. So, okay, look, for me, it's hard to understand what this man is saying because he spits fire and he spits it like a straight thug. So, like, I know what he's saying, but my brain can't comprehend it to type it down. So, I had to, like, really pay attention to the shit he was saying because I was like, I gotta catch this so I can regurgitate something.
He rewinded it back like 5 times. What the fuck you say? Said something about the N-word? Hold on.
Yes. I don't think I can say that live. No, but so Jacob says he knows who Damian is and that Damian has accomplished more than the other busters in the back. He says that they both come from the streets, but Jacob, he says, I was in that box. He says that's the difference between you and me. He says that Damian can put braids in his hair, but don't get it twisted. Because when Damian comes around them, because he runs SmackDown, and people can either lay down or he'll beat their ass down. He says that he's all gas now and no brakes. He's off the chain. I was like, no, I said that shit out of order. But like, when he said you can put your hair in braids but don't get it twisted.
Don't get it twisted,
man. I'm
fucking fire. What?
Yo,
man. His championship run is gonna be fantastic. I don't care who they put him with. He's gonna make that shit work. What? You can put your hair in the braids, but don't get it twisted. What?
Yo,
fuck out of here. Come on.
This man didn't want to wrestle, was in jail, saw the Usos and said, man, maybe I could do that. And then it turns out that he's one of the fire-spitting, flipping monsters that can just flippy-dippy-doo-dah that's like 280-something pounds, jump around, do whatever he needs to do. It's crazy, man. Dude's got it all, I swear.
Cut the hardest promo. He's legit Apollo Crews, but fucking good.
Yep.
Damn.
That hurt me to hear that, by the way.
I know. I love Apollo Crews, but goddamn, his mic work is... Again, if his mic work was like Jacob, he'd be out there.
Ain't true. You're right.
That's just facts.
Well, the thing with Jacob, man, is like he comes out and he spits like he ain't got nothing. Here's the thing. I learned a lot about promos from Ace Montana when I was training with him. Right? When I was training to wrestle with Ace Montana, he taught me a lot about promos. And I will say that the one thing that Ace Montana does is the same thing that Jacob Fatu does. And he just goes out and he spits the truth inside of kayfabe. He's living his gimmick. What Jacob Fatu is, what Jacob Fatu is projecting, what Jacob Fatu talks about, it's real to him. This is wrestling, and like, sure, wrestling's a work, but this is who Jacob is as a person, man. Like this, like you can't fake what he's saying. You can't fake what he is, and that's what makes him so great.
He legit blurs the lines. He blends that shit in. It's fucking. His promos are fucking fan. Ah, damn, man. I don't know. I don't know him versus The Rock in a promo for promo, man. I don't know, man. Look,
It's probably coming.
the greatest of all time on that mic. I don't know. Jacob got that fire though, man. Can't give him too much credit yet because he just got to the WWE scene, but at the same time, what he doing? Fuck.
Yep. So
All right, let's keep moving.
I say we'll
God
keep
damn.
it going, man.
Caught up.
But yeah, so Damien says he's not intimidated. He says that's supposed to intimidate me because it doesn't. He says, look, we're both from the streets, so why are we even talking? Damien kicks Tama's face off with a super kick, and then him and Jacob face off before fighting it out. Yo, Tama got the ass into the deal, is all I'm saying on this.
He took a foot to the face. He was like, I'm out.
So
Yo, Jacob handled work.
The crazy thing is that they overpower Damien eventually, right? So when they start fighting, Damien looks like he's getting the upper hand on Jacob Fatu. Then Tama gets in the ring, and then LA Knight comes out. When LA Knight comes out, Tama's gonna grab a chair, to which LA just kicks the chair, slamming the man's face.
And he kicked it in his mouth. I saw his lip go, ah.
And then he picks up the chair.
No.
He goes to hit Jacob, and Jacob slaps that chair down, and he's just like, get that shit out of here.
No, he didn't slap it down. He punched that shit. He punched the chair out of his hand. LA Knight looked confused. He was like, wait, nigga, that wasn't supposed to happen. Hold on. Run that back.
LA's
He
like,
looked
can someone help me?
confused
Hold on.
He said, I'm gonna prepare for that.
So,
No, you was about to have your man in there shaking. No, where that energy at?
But by the way, let's see. Yes. Yes. So basically, LA and Damien end up getting them out of the ring. LA says that that Jacob and Tama always used the numbers game against him, but right now LA says LA sees two cross-eyed half-wits across from him, and he says he sees them versus the Street King and the Megastar, LA Knight. Yeah. So we're gonna end up doing that match with, despite Wade Barrett and Joe Tessitore talking about being invigorated or their loins feeling whatever.
Yeah, it got really weird.
I was tingling in the loins. That's what they said. I said, bro, hold on.
Y'all doing too much.
I said, wait a minute, hold up, something ain't right.
Something ain't right.
Either way, after this, in the back we see Santos talking up Las Garza for their match tonight. Alex and Chris come up and say, hey, look, man, we got y'all's backs. Angel and Berto say, look, fine, you got our backs, but we don't need you. And if you guys win the tag titles at the Rumble, we're coming after you. Us tagging tonight doesn't mean anything. And they were like, all right, cool. Which is gonna bring us to our 8-man tag match. That's gonna be Las Garza and the Motor City Machine Guns versus DIY and Pretty Deadly. So that move that they do, Machine Gun or Motor City Machine Gun,
The rapid fire.
Yeah, the rapid fire that we called it. They call that the facial.
Gross.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I'm upset.
Yeah. They haven't.
I'm upset and I'm entertained.
They haven't said what the name was until tonight, and now it's the facial, when it really should have been called the rapid fire. I might actually tweet that to Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, because man, I can't with
the facial. That legit sounds like a Pretty Deadly move. I ain't even gonna front.
All I know is it sounds like something. It sounds like something that I wish that they would have chosen a different name. That's.
Nah, that has to be WWE creative.
Oh man,
we're gonna call it the facial. Yo, Vince McMahon is back.
Vince is back. We're going behind the scenes somewhere. I swear.
God damn. Call it the facial.
But before the commercial, we're gonna get that triple suicide dive, which was pretty awesome. We're gonna end up getting a moonsault from Angel to Pretty Deadly from the top rope to the outside. At one point towards the end, Chris is going to force a tag on Los Garza, and they are going to leave the arena, letting Ciampa kick Chris Sabin in the face to take over the match, making it 1 versus 4 at the time because Shelley had been taken out for the moment. Sabin goes on a brief run, however, but Ciampa ends up taking over control before kicking Elton Prince in the face, which causes Kit Wilson to drop off the apron and refuse the tag, and Chris will roll up Ciampa for the 1, the 2, the 3. So you have Chris Sabin pinning the tag team champion Ciampa, which means they're probably going to lose at the Royal Rumble.
Probably. That's okay.
I mean, honestly, I can go either way
Motor
on
City.
it.
Yeah. And I'm okay with it. I mean, Motor City Machine Guns legit had their time. Like, they came in, they won the championships. They can legit cruise. They don't have to win anymore. I mean, it'll be cool if they won more, but they don't have to.
The thing that gets me with it is that, like, I really wanted DIY to go on a tag team run, and then Triple H did exactly what I didn't want them to do, and they turned heel for their run. They were doing great as a face, and they would have been a great face tag team. But now instead we get Motor City Machine Guns being the face, which I'm not I'm not as invested in them because I think Johnny Gargano and Ciampa are legitimately the better wrestlers. So because of that,
I'll agree to a certain extent. As a individual, yes, they are both better than both of those together. But as a team, Motor City Machine Guns runs all over them. That's just my opinion.
Well, yeah, Motor City Machine Guns definitely have a lot of their tag stuff. Their tag moves are definitely well more thought out. I will say that. Definitely. But like Johnny Wrestling, man, and Ciampa, like with his grit and stuff, man, in the ring, I just love it. That's up my alley. That's why like those two, Chad Gable, like the way that Damian Priest wrestles, the way that Gunther wrestles, the way that Malachi Black wrestles, like stuff like that is the wrestling I like to see. So, and
the
then
hard
some
hitting
stuff every now and again.
Body thing. Yeah, I get you.
Either way, after the match, we get Jacob and Tama walking in the back, and Tama stops when he sees the tag titles, and he looks at them, and he looks at DIY, and they grab their titles, and Tama just goes, yeah, and Ciampa and Gargano are basically like, what the fuck? And they just walk away. They run into Pretty Deadly.
That's legit them clutching their pearls.
Yep.
That's all that was. They were like, oh.
Pretty much.
Nicholas.
But they walk away and they run into Pretty Deadly and they confront them for basically losing the match. And Pretty Deadly lets them know that they are on their own tomorrow night, is basically the gist of what happens there. Let's see. We got Naomi versus Liv. So here's the thing. This match wasn't fantastic. To the point to where like I didn't even take notes on it. And I love Liv Morgan.
Damn.
But I was just like, this match doesn't make... Like, I understand why they did the match. I get it. But, like, it just seemed like a filler match. It didn't seem like anything special. And I honestly gave up on it. I thought it was boring. Naomi wins with a roll-up. Reversal of Liv's roll-up. And Raquel and Liv post-match beat down Bianca and Naomi. And Raquel does a powerbomb onto Liv. Onto a stacked Bianca and Naomi.
Yep.
The tag titles are a curse. Liv and Raquel want the tag titles, and now I find a match that Liv is doing boring. The tag titles are a curse. The women's tag titles are cursed.
I just think WWE creative don't know how to make those titles pop because they shouldn't be a curse. No title should be a curse. However, they put so much in the chase of these titles that they take away from the actual title reign. And I noticed that. I noticed it with Io, I noticed it with Bayley, I noticed it with Cody, noticed it with who the fuck else was it just like I mean Gunther right now, is this title reign that fantastic?
For me, yes. but I can see how people would say it's boring. A lot of people are saying it's boring right now.
Yeah. Again, Damian Priest, his shit was not great. They're about to chase, and they need to capitalize on the actual championships. Like, Roman held his belts for 3 years, and people were so pissed off and tired of him winning, but they were still watching. They were still captivated by it.
Yep.
Like, motherfucker lost, and literally a week later, everybody in the stands were throwing up the ones. Literally a fucking week later.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, y'all motherfuckers are just booing him. Y'all were booing him. Yeah, Cody. And now y'all are sucking his dick. Get out of here.
The stuff with Roman is honestly wild. He held the championship for almost 4 years, and the fact that people still wanted to see, like they were like and everyone hated him 8 years ago. Everyone hated Roman Reigns.
Yep.
Hated him.
Yep.
And he became the best, the single most decorated superstar since John Cena, easily.
Mm-hmm.
So
yes, he has.
But either way, yes, we're gonna probably gonna do a tag match with Liv and Raquel versus Naomi and Bianca. I'm going to assume that Liv and Raquel are going to lose that match. I hope.
I don't know, maybe. He said, I hope. I don't want that curse on them.
Well, I think that they can go on an actual legit tag team rather than Liv and Frumpy McGee.
You gotta stop. Gotta stop.
Look, I'm not rude a lot. I'm not rude a lot about wrestlers. Raquel throws me off, and it's crazy because I was like, what?
You not rude about a lot of wrestlers?
Not a lot.
All right, if you say so. If you say so, man.
I would say a lot would be like 10. I'm probably up there at 9.
All right, cool. Add one more. Add fucking one. Jesus Christ.
Hey, at least I'm not like Dresh and I put all of my hate into one wrestler mercilessly for no reason.
Well, now he has 2. Him and Carmelo. And what do they have in common? Talk shit in black. Just like I don't like it.
Oof, we just gonna move on from that one. So right after that, we don't want to start uncovering things. This ain't the Uncover podcast. But from there, we're gonna get Miz and Andrade. So Miz and Andrade.
I skipped that match.
You said what?
I skipped that match.
Yeah, I didn't skip it because I couldn't, because I gotta take these damn notes. You know, some people get to skip matches, some people gotta take these damn notes. So here's the thing.
Motherfucker, you legit just said you skipped the tag match. Don't give me that shit.
I didn't skip it. No, the Naomi and Liv. I just found it boring.
Yeah. You thought Andrade and Miz was going to be captivating?
No, not even a little bit. You know why? Because Andrade's in it. All right, so that's my second wrestler. All right, fine. That's my second wrestler.
I think there's some jealousy in there. I don't know. A little hint.
There ain't no jealousy.
Little hint. I don't know.
If you said I was jealous of like Ludwig, then maybe, but no, not jealous of Andrade.
So I noticed something about you. You moved from one blonde to another one. The newer blonde is up and popping. The old blonde is sitting at home, and she about to come back tomorrow night. And now you just like, that old model is crazy. The 2003 model. Now I got the 2025 model right here. That's all I'm saying. I see the pattern. I don't know.
Oh, is that
maybe
what
it's
like?
Just me.
That's what we're saying now.
You just look. You like your shit upgraded. I get that, but goddamn.
Man, all right, calling me out on the damn podcast. I see how it is, man. But no, so Miz versus Andrade. So Miz basically tried out his luchador style tonight, is what this was. And honestly, it wasn't bad. I mean, they did a Spanish fly. He did a flying head scissors. he tweaked his knee at one point, which Andrade worked on for a second and then stopped. So maybe he like tweaked his knee for real.
Possibly.
All right, you smoking weed right now?
No.
Okay. I saw you coughing. I was like, yo, motherfucker, did you hit the weed pin or something? What's wrong with you?
No. I first of all, I've never smoked weed in my life. That's crazy.
Well, that's what I thought.
Crazy
you know?
to bring up on a podcast.
Yeah, no, that's what I
damn,
thought.
man.
I was like, I was very confused. I know you clean and everything.
God damn.
That's
God
it.
damn. You calling me out. What the
No,
fuck?
I ain't calling you out. I just said you were clean. I mean, god dang. I mean,
God damn.
look, I know you did that little bit of heroin last year, and then, you know, outside of that, no.
Where the fuck was I? I guess I was high. I don't know. Man, this podcast off the rails. Come on, let's move on.
All right. Well, anyway, the finishers are going to trade back and forth finisher attempt and pin attempts, and Andrade is going to hit this crazy-ass back elbow for the win. Miz actually looked like he lost a tooth off that black elbow, or the back elbow.
The black elbow.
I mean, it was the black elbow for the Miz. That dude blacked out.
Oh shit! It's a variation. It's a variation of the black mass. He just uses the elbow.
Man, that elbow really was no joke. It really was no joke.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
it's a good finishing move. Honestly, he knocks motherfuckers out.
Yeah, as much as I hate to admit it, it's actually not a bad finish. Actually, not a bad finish. Let's see. Hey, G, say something real quick.
Something.
All right, cool. I thought you were muted this whole time. I was like, oh, no wonder our viewership's down right now. Motherfuckers can't hear us.
I'm about to be sick.
Nah.
I'm about to be sick.
No, you good.
I'm about to
You
be
good.
sick. I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up.
It's all that weed. All right, now
Swear to
look.
God.
We're gonna move to the back after this match with Damian walking, and he runs into Santos Escobar, and things get a little heated after Escobar tries to offer Damian a hand if he ever needed help. Damian said, "Take your help and shove it up your ass." He calls him a punta. I'm like, god damn.
Yeah. Like, god damn.
So I don't think I just don't think. Yeah, I think in general, Damian does not like older fellow Hispanic males. I mean, think about it. He didn't like Santos. He didn't like Andrade. He didn't like Escobar. I mean, not Escobar, but he didn't like Carlito.
Escobar, Santos.
I think Carlito is Hispanic a little bit.
He tolerated Carlito. I give him that. He tolerated him. He was in the Judgment Day. During Damian's reign of Judgment Day, he was in it.
Yeah, you're right, but shit. Either way.
Damn.
Either way, let's see. After Damian tells him to go away, Damian keeps walking, runs into R-Truth, who is very, very happy to see Damian back on Raw.
He said, "D." He said, "What are you doing here?"
Man, Truth's crazy. He said, I just talked to Adam Pearce. He's got hair now and a thick British accent. He's like, it is bold. I was like, yo. Or he said it's prominent.
I think we're going down the fucking dementia tunnel with R-Truth at this point. It started with fucking Lil Jimmy. That's the schizophrenic phase. Now it's going down into fucking just straight dementia.
Yep. I love it. It's literally fantastic.
God damn. Fucking what?
But
You
anyway,
all wrong now, bitch. What?
But either way, LA Knight's gonna come up to make sure that Damian is okay with everything that's going on tonight. Damian says he's cool for one night, but in the Rumble he doesn't know anybody. LA says, "Yeah, thanks for telling me how the Royal Rumble works. I'm just fine with that." Now the crazy thing is again, you can see Shinsuke Nakamura in the back watching all of this happen, holding his title.
Mm-hmm.
He's just in the back being creepy, being sneaky. So very
again.
interesting stuff.
I said Shinsuke should be the one to should be the one holding the title, attacking people instead of waiting for people to come at him. And I think he's doing that, and I like it.
Yeah, it is good stuff.
Gonna be nice. Yeah.
So let's see. We're gonna cut to a confrontation between Zelina Vega and Tiffany Stratton, where Vega's gonna declare herself in the Royal Rumble, and that tell Tiffany she's gunning for her title. And Tiffany basically says what she always says, and that's she's on Tiffy time. Which is gonna bring us to our Tiffany Stratton segment with Nia and Candice. Tiffany comes to the ring to be interviewed by Michael and Pat. Michael asks what's different now that she's cashing her money in the bank, and Tiffany says that everybody can now clearly see that it's Tiffy time. Pat asks if she's worried about who could win the Women's Royal Rumble, and if Tiffany and Tiffany said it doesn't matter who wins because it will continue to be Tiffy time. Enter Candice LeRae. Candice says that Tiffany has betrayed her and Nia out of jealousy of Candice being friends with Nia. Tiffany aggressively talks Candice back into a corner, saying that she'll always be nothing but Nia's little sidekick. And Nia tries to attack Tiffany from behind, but she squashes Candice instead. Tiffany should have ran out of the ring, but she tried to take down Nia, which was stupid because Nia hits her with that. Nia threw her in the air, hit her with a headbutt, hit her with a leg drop, and then hit her with the Annihilator, and her titties popped out. Now, again, look, we don't want to talk about women disrespectfully on the podcast, but when things happen, we're going to report it, and her breasts popped out when the Annihilator hit. It was like
Jesus
squashing
Christ.
a bug and guts fell out, and her boobs popped out.
All right, going to Twitter.
But, yeah, so just craziness, honestly. That's going to bring us to our last match of the evening, which is Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight and Damian Priest. I do not think that tag matches are good for...
The night before.
No, I don't think tag matches are good for Jacob Fatu right now. I think that Jacob...
Why's that?
I think that Jacob needs to be a singles monster right now. He had a really good showing against Braun, and I think the tag match made him look weak. It made him look not as much of a monster. I mean, like,
Really?
he did look like a monster, but it wasn't the same caliber, in my opinion.
So the tag matches hold him back, huh?
I think right now the tag matches would hold him back. Because I think singles matches are going to be better for him. I think that he should have had... I think that putting him and Damian in the ring together right now was the wrong choice. I think it was the right choice in general, but the wrong choice for tonight. And I think that Jacob wasn't necessarily needed tonight. I think they could have gone with a different main event. I just don't... And not that I don't think it didn't make sense. I just thought that it was something that should have been waited for. I think putting Damian and LA Knight together... Okay, fine, not a big deal. But putting them against Jacob and Tama, I mean, you have two mega stars, no pun intended, going against Jacob and then Tama.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just had weird thoughts about it.
There's nothing wrong with that.
But what do we think we're gonna get out of this? Like, what does Damian tagging with LA Knight, like, what does it look like long term with Jacob and Tama? Like, are we gonna turn this into a whole program? Do you think this was just a one-off fight? Like, what are you feeling?
I think it was just a one-off fight. Maybe Jacob and Damian get face-to-face again. But, I mean, LA Knight's been having problems with that group. So, I mean, it's just bringing Damian in. That's all it is, honestly.
Fair enough.
So, I think Jacob and Damian will have a program after this. Because there's going to be a spot in the Royal Rumble, clearly. And then... You know, LA Knight might even have a spot with Damian in the Rumble, so it may just bring them all three together. Maybe a triple threat. Who knows? We'll see where it lands. Honestly, I wouldn't be mad at that.
Yeah, fair enough. During the match, Damien, the big thing that I thought popped out to me was Damien doing an old school crossbody. So he did the old school, the Undertaker old school, but then he did a crossbody off of it instead of the hand clothesline thing that Undertaker did.
Yeah.
LA Knight, the finish is going to be LA Knight taking out Jacob by clotheslining him into the timekeeper's area, which LA almost slipped on a damn camera cable, which I was like, why do cameras still have cables in 2025 on the floor? But we go to Tama Tonga in the ring, going for a sliding clothesline to a sitting Damian Priest, who catches him in a choke slam setup hold. Tama reverses it, only to receive a massive clothesline from Damien to a South of Heaven for the pin. After the match, Jacob gets in the ring and takes out Damien with a super kick to a moonsault combo. So I like that because that kept him strong, right? That kept Jacob Fatu looking strong after the match. He still comes in, he gets to get his final hit in.
Yep.
So that makes sense. I didn't have any issue with that. I was just thinking, like, if I was booking Jacob, like, him taking out Braun establishes him as a monster, definitely. But then the very next night, or the very next time you see him, you have Damien taking on him and Tama Tonga like they're just the Judgment Day, and then there's only a little bit of difference. That's what I'm saying is it seems to weaken the booking a little bit.
I see what you're saying with that. At the same time, it's Damien. You know, they're gonna make him look big. He's the new face, I guess. I don't know. Because everybody's been playing that kind of on the fence role. I guess he's legit the new face.
Yeah.
So. It makes kind of sense.
Fair enough. But yeah, that was your go home SmackDown. And guys, I gotta tell you, it wasn't glorious. It just wasn't glorious. I mean, I would give it a 5.
It was a SmackDown, yeah, 5-4.
And I try to grade things on a curve. G grades things for real. So if this podcast, if this episode wasn't glorious and stuff, that's kind of why. It's because we didn't really have a lot to work with tonight, man. But here's the thing. Tomorrow's the Royal Rumble. We are doing the review show Sunday night. Probably about 11:30 Eastern. I would say. Yeah. Yep. So we're gonna do it 11:30 Eastern, and knock that out. And then Monday back here at 11:30 after Raw. So, yeah. G, what do you got for SmackDown, man? You got anything else to say about it?
No Wyatt 6 makes G a sad boy.
Yeah, they're gonna wait. They're gonna wait until after. The fact that Miz is getting in here and the Miz was talking about the Wyatt 6, and now the Miz is wrestling and there's no Wyatt 6 tells you a lot.
They said, didn't we say they put them on the fucking filler show just because, and now they're not going to do anything with them?
Yep.
Well,
everybody's
like,
oh,
they're coming to
build something
SmackDown
with Alexa Bliss, and now they can't come to contract terms with Alexa Bliss.
I guess that would hold it off a little bit, yeah. But fuck, figure it out.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Damn.
That's the thing is they have a plan, and if they can come to an agreement with Alexa, they don't want to start a brand new plan with the Wyatts. You know what I mean?
Do a brand new plan. Bring her ass in later. Shit, that contract negotiations take a while. I don't care if it is a signed deal. If we're doing this program, we're gonna do this program. We'll incorporate it in later. Fuck it.
Yeah, I do.
That's
I do
what it
agree
is.
they need to be flexible with that. But either way, hey, you guys know what it is. Y'all have fun at the Rumble. We'll see you back on Sunday at 11:30 for the review. It'll be me. It'll be G. It'll be Dresheen. Nah, his name is just Dresh. But look, here's the thing. Y'all already know what it is. You know I say it every damn podcast. I'm going to say it until our very last podcast, which hopefully won't be too soon. But if you want good news and if you want good reviews, you're going to come right here and We got. Well, look at this. We got a chat. I gotta mention the chat. We got one chat tonight, so I gotta mention the one chat.
All right.
Packers Goat, which is a new chat, so welcome. Packers Goat says
Hey,
Jimmy
what's up, Packers
Uso
Goat?
should dethrone Shinsuke. I'm not gonna lie. I never thought of that.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad.
I'm
about
legit
it.
not mad at that.
I'm not mad about it at all.
Okay. Nah, I'll be
So-
okay.
Yeah. But either way, Packers, look, man, I hope you join us for the Royal Rumble review on Sunday at 11:30.
Definitely.
We're closing it down tonight. If you want good news and you want good reviews, you come here to It's All a Work. Yeah, snap into a podcast.
You look like somebody daddy. All right, we out.